So, good morning children. Today we are going to start with the second lesson, the ant and the cricket. We have finished the first lesson. Hope you all have understood. Now, here the second lesson, the ant and the cricket. I hope we all know what is an ant and what is a cricket. So, this story represents some people who may act like ants in their real life, or some people who are acting or behaving like the cricket. The ant and the cricket. A fable is a story, often with animals as characters, that conveys a moral. This poem about an ant and a cricket contains an idea of far-reaching significance, which is as true of a four-legged cricket as of a two-legged one. Surely you have seen a cricket that has two legs. See, so what does the writer here say? That we have all seen cricket. It's an insect, and he relates that cricket to human beings, a two-legged cricket. Now we are going to see what differences he has shown in this poem between the ant and the cricket. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. So in this first paragraph, what does the writer say? That there was a cricket, very silly. Why does the author call it silly? We will come to know as we go to the poem. So he says that during the summer time, when it was summer and the weather was nice, during that time what did the cricket do? He went all over. He just kept on roaming here and there, singing songs and simply passing his time. Gay means cheerful and accustomed means habituated. He was habituated to sing. When he had free time, when it was summer and the day was good, the weather was clear, at that time he roamed here and there, sang songs, went here and there, just simply he wasted time in the summer and the spring season. Spring is a very pleasant season when the weather is very pleasant, it's not very hot nor very cool. Began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Now, what happened? He passed his time during the summer and the spring season. And when the winter season came, what did he find? He found that his cupboards were empty. He didn't have anything to eat at home. Now, why did he have anything to eat at home? Because he wasted his time during the summer and the spring season. He did not collect food for himself, or he did not store anything for the winter season. Here the author has mentioned winter because the winter season here is very extreme cold, very cold. You cannot find anything outside. There is snow all over. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? Now, what does he say? He went home when he saw that the cupboards were empty. He didn't find a single bread crumb in the cupboard or in his house or on the snow-covered ground. The winter had started and the ground was all covered with snow. And he couldn't see a single flower blooming also. He couldn't see a single flower outside there, and he could not see a single leaf also on the tree because everything was covered with snow. And then he had nothing to eat, and then he was worried that what will happen of me? I will die out of starvation. At last by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant to see if to keep him alive he would grant. Now he was all wet because there was snow outside. He went out and he became wet with the snow. There was nothing to eat at home. He couldn't see anything outside also, and he thought that now these conditions may lead him to death. So what did he do? He thought of going to the ant. He thought of going to the ant and asked for his help. To see if, to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow. He'd repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. So what did he think? As he saw that the conditions were not favorable. It was snow outside, he couldn't see fly, he didn't have anything to eat. What did he think? He thought he had a friend. An ant was his friend and he thought of going to the ant. So as he thought of going to the ant and asking for his help, so that the ant could give him some shelter from the rain and he would provide him some food to eat, some grain to eat. And he was thinking that now I will borrow from the ant and next time when I collect I will return it back to the ant. So the front page tells us how the ant has passed his time. I will once again explain this first part of the lesson, the first page of the fable. Here on the first page, the author says that this is a story about the ant and the cricket. Fables are stories about animals or insects or birds. So he says that this is a story of the ant and the cricket, and the cricket here mentioned in this lesson, in this fable, is very lazy, you can say, or he does not know how to utilize his time properly. So he passed the winter, the summer and the spring season singing songs and going here and there. But when the winter season arrived, what happened? He did not have anything to eat, because during the summer and the spring season he did not collect anything, he did not store anything for him. And then what happened? When he saw he did not find anything to eat, and when he in his house, and when he came out, all the ground and everything was covered with snow, so there was no chance for him to find anything to eat outside also. So he thought of taking help from his friend, an ant. So he thought that he will go to the ant and ask the ant to give him shelter, give him food, and next time when he collects, when he stores, he would return it to the ant. See the next page. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. But we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket, not I. So he went to the ant. See the picture shown here? It is a house of an ant. Ants live in the ant hills. So when he goes there and he asks him, his friend, to give him food and shelter, so the ant says that, see, we ants, we do not borrow from anyone, and we even do not lend anything, we do not give anyone anything. We store enough for ourselves and we do not go to anybody's door to ask for anything. And he says that, why did you waste time? Why did you not save anything for yourself, or did you not store anything for yourself? So the ant feels very sad and he says, no my dear friend, I couldn't do it. I didn't store anything, I didn't save anything for myself, and now this is my condition that I have to come to you for help. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say? Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Now, what explanation does the cricket give to the ant? He says that the weather was so good, it was so pleasant, it was so gay, so nice, so cheerful, that what did I do? The whole day I sang and danced and I wasted my time. I did not collect anything for myself. So the ant says, now, if you don't have anything for your future, what do? You go and sing and dance in the winter season also. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Folks call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Now what does the author say in the last paragraph? He says that he drove him up. he kicked him out. He said that please leave, I cannot help you. But the cricket here says that the author here, the writer here says that this is a fable. It is a story of animals. But in real life also there are people who are very lazy and they do not save anything for their future. So the last line says that some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. What does he mean to say? That there are some animals like cricket who do not think for their future, who do not save anything for their future, but in the same way we have humans also, those who have the same nature. When the weather is pleasant, when they are young and when they can work for more hours, what do? They simply waste their times and they do not store anything, they do not collect anything for their future, and this is the condition happens to them when they become old. So the condition of the ant in this fable was worse during the winter season, but for human beings, if they do not store, they do not save anything during their youth, during their young age, then they will have nothing to live with, nothing to survive when they become old. I hope you have got it. Now there are some questions given there. Please go through it. Try to write the answers in the English notebook, and some meanings are there. Still there are some hard words in the poem. Find out the meanings and write there and then. And still if you have any difficulty, please feel free to call me.